Howdy folks, it's Ultra, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are 22% done with the Apennines bush trip. I still think it's Apennines, but everywhere on the web says Apennines. We're going to have a longer video today. We're going to combine legs 3, 4, and 5, just because 5 is really short. 3, once edited down, would be really short. So if I do 3 and 4, that's fine, but 4, 5, and 6 together would be kind of long. So we're going to do 3, 4, and 5 in this video. So that's all the introduction you get. I assume you've seen legs 1 and 2, so here we go, leg 3. Alright, let's come down here, up here I guess, repair and refuel, come down here and turn some lights on. There we go, and landing lights are on. Let's zoom that out one more. Yeah, one more like that. Okie dokie, let's hop outside, see where they put us. Okay, interesting. We will back taxi a little bit, so that we have enough space to take off. And first set of flaps should be down already. Hang on. And it is. There we go. Alright, let's read about what we're doing here. And we'll get going on these 3 legs in one video. It's going to be a longer video that way, but it'll be great. Once that is it down, I think. So lift back into the sky and immediately head east-southeast to pass over Arezzo, the capital city in the Tuscan province. Arezzo. That's right away. So 71 degrees. Whoops, what am I doing? Hello, thank you. 71 degrees right away. Which is just to the left once we turn around and back taxi and turn around again. 71 degrees, and then right after that we're going to go to 164 degrees. Let me get my stopwatch going, because again, the stopwatch, the timer here, I don't know how to get to, and the stopwatch here resets every time I close the thing. I don't want to minimize it because then it's always in our way. So anyway, here we go. So we're going to take off, right away see a city, and then right after that turn more to the south and fly over a north-south ridge of peaks to reach the Castiglione Fiorentino, a walled town that traces its roots to the Etruscans of pre-Roman times. Okay. So we're going to look for a city, and then we're going to turn 164, and then look for a walled-in town. Can we remember any of that? No, because I have my fibromyalgia brain, which is a real thing. Parking brake stuck again? There we go. Which is a real thing, don't tip over. And my short-term memory is pretty much non-existent. Like, I could see meet 2 people, they'd be like, hey, I'm Sam and Samantha. I'd be like, you said Sarah? What? You know what I mean? Like that short. Like seriously, it's really bad. It's a real thing. So anyway, let's back taxi so we have space. Then we'll take off, and we'll go to whatever the heading was, 70 something, and then we'll turn to 164. I think it said, and start our stopwatch. Okay, that's simple. Let's get going here. Let's turn around. We have a turnaround spot, so I shouldn't have to whip around too scarily and risk tipping over. Alright, here we go. Just the slightest rudder causes us to almost tip. Crazy. What did they do to this airplane? I'm so scared to fly it and land it. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I just hope we can land on those more challenging runways and not crash because you have to redo the legs. So if I can get past that, I'll be okay. But it's still really nerve-wracking. And oh my gosh, the heck. Jeez. I have a lot of left rudder, but okay, let's get up and let's get out of here. Brakes to stop the wheels, flaps coming in. Immediately turn over here. We did not set up autopilot, but we will eventually. Oh, there it is. Oh, that was really cool how that worked out, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. Immediately there's the town. Since we're not using autopilot, I have to use this view with this silly HUD. But look at that. Oh my gosh. That was one of the coolest departures in all of the bush trips. You come out, you got the sun, low sun, and you get to see all this instantly. Oh my goodness. Alright, what was the other one now? Turn to what? 164. So let's turn to 164 while we continue our climb. So we don't run into the hills. Yep, keep that climb going. Keep that climb going. Nope, stop that. 164. 164, right? 164 for 3.5 minutes. Start the timer. And there we go. Bam. Let's see what we're looking at here. Are we going to clear that terrain. I think we will if we hand fly out of here. If we use autopilot, we'll have to climb very steeply. I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's get autopilot set up. Flight director, we're going to use heading bug. We're going to go all the way up. Let's go back up to 4,000 feet. How it worked in the last leg. Let's see if it works in this one. Vertical speed. What are we at? About 1,000 feet per minute or so. Come on now. Where's the click spot? 1,100 feet per minute. Engage autopilot. Let's see if we clear this hill. I think we will. It's going to be close, but I think we can do it. Flaps in. Gears fixed. Decent enough climb rate. We could even be a little more aggressive, I think. For right now. And there we go. Up to 4,000 feet we go because we want to clear. We want to clear terrain, although it dips back down. But we'll stay at 4,000. Just for now. And there's the city. That was the coolest departure in a bush trip ever. Oh my goodness. We're at cruise altitude already. 4,000 feet. Almost, I guess. Bring back props just a little bit. And check out the Ridge. Not the Ridge wallet. I'm not sponsored by the Ridge wallet. It would be nice. I don't think enough people watch it for it to make it worth their time, but since there's no Ridge wallet sponsorship, we'll look at the ridge of the mountains as we cross over here. And we're crossing over the ridge. It wasn't as much of a defined ridge as I thought it was going to be. So sorry for the letdown there, but there's kind of a ridge. And how long are we flying? 3.5 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's really close. I don't think we're doing the 1,000-foot clearance. But that's okay. Alright, how are we doing here for speed? Okay, we're flying pretty good. We're cooking right along here. Looking at the next thing, because we're almost there. We're going to turn to 136 degrees. Then we're going to go to Lago Trasimeno. From Castiglione, Fiorentino. Turn slightly more to the east, flying just past the Monte di Siviete. And pass over the town of Cortana, then over a small ridge of mountains leading to Lago Trasimeno, the fourth largest lake in Italy. First of all, let's see if we can find that walled city that we're supposed to be looking for. I don't see it, but if there is a wall of any type, we might not see it from the air anyway. I mean, there's this. We're right on time, right on heading, and there is the town exactly where it should be. So maybe it's walled over here. Maybe this is it. On the hill. But I don't see anything anywhere else. So that's probably it. Maybe. Maybe not. But regardless, it's time to reset the timer and change our heading to 130 something. 136. 136. And we'll check out the terrain. Make sure we're going to clear it. I don't think so. I think we better climb very quickly. Let's head up to 6,000. Very quickly, please. Vertical speed. Up, up, up. Let's see if we can get 1,000 feet per minute in here. Okie dokie. And then I see the lake up ahead. You see the lake up ahead? I do. I guess we could have gone around all this to the lake, but we didn't know, so we're just gonna go over the top. We're just gonna go over the top of the hills. Why not? Why not? I told you there'd be drama. For flight sim, this is drama, right? I think. Anyway, that's a really good view right there. So anyway, I don't think we quite need to go to 6,000. Let's bring this down. Let's bring it down to 5,000. Let's see if that's enough. Alright, we reached the lake. Looks huge, and it should be. It's the 4th largest. I think, did it say 4th largest, or is that the other lake? What does it say about this one? 4th largest, yeah. We're not going to turn yet, though, until we get to that island out there, because I read ahead while I was waiting, and where we're headed is due east of this this little island. So we're going to go to here, and then we're going to turn 105 when we get to about here. Should line us up with the island, and that's where the next stuff is. Let me zoom in a little bit, and then after that's the airport. So we're not going to quite turn yet. Oh, look at all those islands, though. You know how I feel about islands, especially if there aren't any big animals. So you can hang out on the island, swim on the shores, and then island or animals won't get you. Don't have to worry about animals, big animals, because they wouldn't be there. Hopefully. Maybe they are. Depends on the island, I guess. There's another town there at the base of the mountains with a stadium. And we're about to make our turn to 105. It did say 105, right? Yep, but not quite yet. But let's read about it, I guess. I at least know what we're doing. Turn to the southeast heading, passing over its eastern shore, then fly over the prominent Monte Malbe, which is probably that big thing right there, right? See how it's higher than everything else? Then at the eastern foot, of which lies Perugia, the capital city of the central Italian region, Umbria. So I'm assuming it's there. So, mountain thing, city. That's what I'm guessing. See, there's no other mountains in the area. And then next to that will be our airport, apparently. I guess. So let's just zoom this in a little bit. We're going to aim for this. And then we'll look for a city. And then eventually our airport should show up. From Perugia, which is right there. Turn slightly to the north and into an east-southeastern heading. Pass over the river Tiber, where it makes a prominent bend and land at the Umbria International Airport, just east of the river. So after this, we're going to look for a river. There's a bend in it, and then there's an airport. Of course, we'll see that on the GPS. I hope. Anyway, I'll see you when we get to this area and start looking for an airport. Alright, the scenery for this bush trip has just been the best. Like, this is 11 out of 10. The scenery, like, I just can't believe it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, especially this view here. As we get to that city we're supposed to be looking for. Other than the wheels. I just can't even, there's the mountain we're supposed to be looking for too, I think. I just don't know what to say. It's so funny because some parts of the world are so bad that this is, look at this. This is the best scenery I've seen since I've been doing this flight sim. For, what, 2 years now? 3 years? 2 years or 3 years coming up. I'm actually not even sure how long it's been, but man. Okay, so we gotta stop playing around though. There's supposed to be an airport down here. I don't see it yet. Okay, there's the river. So it should be coming up soon. What is it? Romeo Zulu. So do we see Romeo Zulu if we zoom out? I think that's it right there. Yes, it is. Okie dokie. So let's adjust our heading a little bit. We're a little bit south of where we're supposed to be, but that's fine. We're going to aim towards the airport, like so. And then we'll figure out runway orientation when we get there. I think we're a little bit too much. A little too excited. Alrighty, so once it comes into view, we'll figure out runway orientation, and then we'll prepare to land. I think we can come down in altitude a little bit. I think, because there's mountains there, but those mountains are after our airport, right? Yeah, they're quite a ways away, so we should be good to go to start descending. So let's bring our altitude down to about 2,700, 2,600, that's fine. Nose down about, I don't know, 800 feet per minute, just because we're getting closer. Bring back throttle so we don't overspeed. Nope, nope, nope. Come back. And then we'll see how it goes. Alright, airport has been spotted. I do want to look outside with you one little bit, though, before we land, since we have to make some turns anyway. Just want to look around. There's the city, there's the mountain, right there. The lake, looking around, there's the river, and our airport. So let's come down here, let's kill the autopilot and get rid of flight tracker. And it always trims way up for some reason. That's okay. Throttles are back, of course. We're going to make a sharp descent and a J-shaped turn, get into the airport. Should be good to go, though. Should be pretty simple. Don't deal with not autopilot. Don't deal with ATC in the bush trips. Alright, let's keep an eye on the target here. And do a nice down one leg. Alright, let's descend a little more steeply. Our speed will go up though, but that's okay. We have plenty of room to bleed it off. I could slip it, but I'm not going to. And keep an eye on the prize. And I think we're okay to start turning for a base now and then a very short final. Like I said, our speed is quite high. But I do plan on swooping down, leveling off, bleeding it off in the landing. Big enough runway that I shouldn't have to worry about sliding around and getting caught up in something. But we have some runways coming up though that need to be a lot more precise, which this aircraft is fighting me on right now for some reason. Gears down, we're about to enter flap range. And then we'll turn on the final. I'm just bleeding off some speed right now. And here we go. And first set of flaps. And we're right on glide slope. We'll do second set of flaps when we get closer to the runway. It says we're too low, but I do that on purpose in this because it's a tail dragger, so you swoop down, level off, bleed off speed, and then land. Second set of flaps. We will need to blip the throttle a little bit. Look out the window very, very quickly. Looking good. Look at all that beat up road. That was weird. Whoops, see what happens when you look out the window. Now we're too slow. And way too low. And to the right. Ah, I tell ya. Alright, bring back throttle again. Reset everything. And hopefully we can land this thing. Carefully. I mean, I think this is when we flew in Patagonia and a bunch of other trips, and we did fine on all those. So. And the Patagonia one had a crazy crosswind for every single runway. So let's try not to bounce this, because when I landed the last two times, we landed so softly that it didn't even register on the vertical speed indicator, right? But, let's see what happens this time. Okay, that was an expected bounce, because we were 200 feet per minute drop. Yoke all the way back on the brakes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, stop without tipping first. Forward. Oh, golly, that's so stressful. Oh man. So anyway, the first 2 landings we landed so softly that it didn't even register on the VSI. And then this one, same bounce that we had last time. And we hit the ground at 200 feet per minute. So I don't understand why it bounces no matter what you do. It's going to be a struggle when we get to those other runways. But at least we landed straight this time. Okie dokie. We're doing the next leg. So what are we doing? 3, 4, and 5. So leg 4. Here we go. Alrighty, we still have to redo everything. So repair and refuel. There we go. Come down here. Turn the lights back on. I did say this is leg 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, leg 4. Let's keep the zoom the same for right now. Look at that flight path. That's so cool. And let's set up autopilot right away this time. Let's go, well, actually, which way are we going? We're going to go 106, which is over there. And then 147, 170, 114.89. So it looks like we're going to be avoiding the mountains. Let's do 4,000. Let's do 3,700 and see if that'll clear terrain. So you do flight director. We're using the heading bug. Vertical speed. Let's go. Come on. Let's go up 1100 feet per minute. There we go. That's all set. Okie dokie. 106 degrees right off the bat. So that's going to go way behind us here. Okay. We're headed to Lima Indigo Alpha Papa for leg 4. I keep saying. See if that's a short-term memory thing. Can't remember what leg we're on. Assisi. Lift back into the sky and head southeast to the town of Assisi, which lies on the northwest flank of Monte Subsio, one of the most prominent massifs in the northern portion of the Apennines or Apennines. Apennines. We're going to reset the time. We'll get the timer set up. 106 degrees for 2 minutes. So let's read about the next thing right after that. So we're going to go to, well, town, right? And then we're going to go to a city, Folingo. So a town in a city, 2 minutes out, make an adjustment, 4 minutes out as we climb. Pretty straightforward. We should have one set of flaps down. Let's see, where are we on the runway? Do we have enough room? We don't need to, well, we don't need to turn around. Oh, look at that. We're good. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, that's it. We will start the timer once we get in the air for the 2 minutes or something it said. Yeah, 2:18 once we're in the air. And we have to turn very sharply. Come on now, you can do this. And we'll request permission to turn immediately instead of following the runway for a while. Brakes to stop the wheels, flaps coming in already. And props are good. And let's turn right away. Start the timer. So we're looking for a town. 2 minutes out. And then we'll make an adjustment. We are hand flying our departure. And there we go. And hopefully those 2 minutes are before these mountains. So I don't have to worry too much about it. Alright, looking good, looking good. Oh, look at that. That is cool and unexpected. Huh, that was interesting. Wow. And remember, I have no add-ons. I'm running the sim 100% mod-free. So everything you see is part of the sim. Every aircraft, every feature, all the scenery, 100% default. 100% default. And it is more than good enough for me. Alright, we're 1 minute in. Let's bring back throttle super fast, and let's go to autopilot so we can look outside as we keep an eye on these mountains here. Oh, I'm not terribly worried. We're going to be making the turn very quickly. I don't see, there's the town over there. Right? I guess if we took off the other direction, then we'd be on that town. So there's the town. We're a little north of it because we took off in the opposite direction. So there it is. So let's already come in here and make our turn because we're north of it. So we want to turn to what? 147. That'll get us out of the way of the mountain as well. So there's 147. There we go. And now we're looking for a city. 3.5 minutes out. So let's restart the timer. And we're about 4. It's going to be more than 4 minutes because we're north of where we're supposed to be. And then we'll read about the next thing. So let's shut my mouth right away, get you some sightseeing, and we'll see you in a moment. So we're looking for a town and then a city, and I think it's over there. I think we're north of it still. Now look at the change. Look at the tile change. Oh my goodness, what a difference. Look at all these tiles. Wow. Anyway, so I think we're north of where we are. So that was our town, and now our city. So we're close enough that I think we can find our way without Googling stuff. But anyway, let's hop back inside now and hit the right button. Look out this window while we read about what we're doing next here. Come on, buttons. There we go. We did the town. We did... Now we're doing this, right? Yes. So now we're at 170 degrees. And we'll look back out the window in a second. 170 degrees. There we go. Reset the timer. And now we're looking for what? Spoleto. From Foligno, turn into a nearly due south heading, following the base of this section of the Apennines and the river Marogia to Spoleto, a city amid rolling hills adorned with vineyards and olive groves. Vineyards and olive groves. So, how long? 6 minutes? 7 minutes? 6 minutes. We're going to see another town. Spoleto. And then after that, there's something else going on. Okay, so do we need to climb for terrain? I think we do, because what heading is next? 114, so we're going back to the left. Oh yeah, we need to climb. So we're going to go up here, then go left. So let's climb, or prepare to climb. Let's go up to 6,000. And then we'll make adjustments as we need to. So vertical speed, nose up. That should be good. That's going to slow us down, so it'll take us more time to get to these places. So, excuse me, hiccups again. One thing at a time. So here we go. Spoleto. Let's look for Spoleto. So our city's below us. If you look just left of the nose, that's the city we're looking for. Let's look outside here. Get a good view. So once we get to that mountain line, we will make our change. But for right now, we're difficult. Let's read about our change. So where are we going right now? Spoleto. So then we're going to turn to 114. And then turn southeast, flying over the heart of the section of the Apennines. Pass over the river Nera, the largest tributary to the Tiber, then fly above Monte de Civitella, the highest peak in this region, to reach the remote town of Monte Leone de Spoleto, located in an isolated valley. So we're going to turn left, and then we are going to go over a mountain peak. So I'm glad we have the altitude we do. We probably need to climb more if you think about it. Look at this. We're going to head in this stuff. Okay, we're going to head over there, so let's climb more. Let's climb to 9,000 feet and hope it works. And hopefully we can climb, because sometimes on these airplanes with the blue lever, they don't want to climb very much, and if you bring back conditioner, it doesn't give it more power like it's supposed to. So I get nervous when we have these altitudes, but we'll figure it out. Vertical speed, let's do a gentle 600 feet per minute if we can, see if we can maintain it. And we're going to turn left in just a moment here. There is our city. So let's make our turn. That was a quick moment, wasn't it? To 114. First, let's reset our timer. 114 it is, as we climb gently and look for a mountain town 5 minutes away, which we had a little bit more time for the climb, so about 6 minutes away. We're going to look for a remote mountain town in an isolated valley, which is probably this here, because that's a good 5 minutes away. I don't know. We're going to find this out together. Let's just hope we can clear this terrain and not lose too much power. I will see you in a little bit. So as far as the time goes, we're almost there. But I'm not sure if there's really any towns out here. I mean, we are looking for a remote, isolated town. Okay, good. We're going to hit 9,000 feet just fine. But looking outside, I mean, I guess there's like a town there. That could be it, right? It's in a valley. There's nothing else around. There's a road, though, so is it that isolated? I don't know. I think we're way higher than we need to be, but that's okay. We'll be good. Anyway, let's put the toys away and hop back inside, and hopefully we'll speed up here a little bit. We will. Good. Okay, so what is next here? After that, we do what? We turn 89 degrees, okay. And we look for a lake. So turn nearly due east, flying among the summits, topping 6,000 feet. Really? Because when we were at 6,000, we were way below terrain. Anyway. To Lago de Scanderello, a long, narrow, southwest, northeast trending reservoir tucked into an high Apennine valley. I'm nervous if we should be turning yet, though. This is long, narrow lake, in this direction from there to there. Okay, well, let's make our turn. What is it, 89 degrees? Okay, okie dokie, 89 degrees it is. Here we go. I'm kind of nervous when we're this high, but we'll be fine. Looking good, though. At least the trees are where they're supposed to be. Okay, I hope that was our isolated mountain city. Okay, it does say turn and fly among the summits topping 6,000 feet. We're at 9,000, and I'm not sure we're going to clear this one. So we'll have to see what happens. Let me reset the timer here. And what's it going to be? It's going to be 7 minutes. 7 minutes. See you then. Hopefully we can figure this out. Alrighty, we're doing well. We're keeping up our speed, and so far so good. So I love also how the tree line is pretty accurate here. Tree line meaning where trees can't grow. They just can't grow, and it's like a straight line. It's really cool to see in the mountains. Got to see that in the Rocky Mountains when it wasn't snowing. So it said 6,000 feet, but we're at 9,000 and we won't clear that. So where are we going next? Let's just look ahead here. We're going to turn 109. Good. So 42 seconds. What? Okay. So we're looking for this lake thing, which is this here. Okay. We see the horseshoe thing, which is this. We don't see that yet. We'll pass by it. When we get there, we're going to turn, because see this up here, that is too many presets, is this. We're not going to go there. So once we get to this lake, which is this one, we're going to turn 89 degrees. No, we're already doing that one, sorry. We're going to turn 109 degrees, and 40 seconds later, we're going to pass over the mountain town. So there's this, then a mountain town right away. And then after that, we're going to fly to the southeast to the prominent valley of the U-shaped Lago de Campotosto, which is obviously this. An artificial lake created in the 1930s, the highest mountain in the Apennines, Corno Grande, lies 10 miles to the southeast. So we're going to go here, look for a town. Then we're going to fly towards this, and then right after that, we're going to look for an airport. Turn to the heading, passing over Broad Valley, then land at LIQB Preturo Airport, which lies just south of the village of San Vitorino. So there's the rest of the leg there for what, leg 4? I think this is. Leg 4, I think. And then we'll turn, we'll just use the heading bug to turn towards that lake, and then the airport should pop in briefly after that lake. So there we go. There's the plan. We're not even going to worry about those mountains. Let's hop outside one more time. There we go. There's the water we're supposed to look for, and there's the town we're supposed to look for. Very, very simple. So in a minute, we're going to turn towards there, and then try to find this airport. Hopefully it pops in on the GPS. So 89, 146, 194. So it's going to be south. It's going to be down here. Oh dear. Oh dear, look how tall those get. So we might have to navigate around all this and look for a valley like it said it's in. Interesting. Well, should be okay, I think. Let's go, whoops, this direction. There we go. Head towards there, and then we'll look for the airport. Whoops, I was a little excited about my nav bug, heading bug. Let's go back. Sorry. No one on board but me, so hopefully if I don't get sick, no one else will, because there's no one here. Okie dokie, heading towards the U-shaped lake, which is man-made, and then hopefully the airport pops on the GPS, and I'll see you when it's time to land this thing. Okie dokie, airport has been spotted out there, so it is time to descend. And switch of autopilot's going to go which way? Oh, down this time. Normally goes up. So here we go. Throttles back for a pretty steep descent without gaining too much speed. And we're going to see if we can make this without going around right over the mountains and into the valley and onto the runway. That is the plan. Hopefully it works. Hopefully you don't stress the aircraft. I don't want to have to redo the leg. And then we'll land. So a few looks outside using this view. Actually, you know what? I can probably use drone for a second. Yeah, just for a moment. Whoops. Wrong way. Oh my goodness, what the heck is wrong with me? Anyway, that's where we're going. This is where we're coming from. There's that lake. That's man-made. And everything else. Alright, let's get control of aircraft back. We're gonna have to do some S-curves. There's no way we're gonna make this. I could slip it. If I were doing a free flight, I would slip it. But I don't want to stress the aircraft and have to redo the legs, so we'll not slip it in this. We're just gonna S-curve around, then we'll corkscrew down if we have to. But we do have to come down quite a bit. And a view of the mountains, and we're way below train level now, which is awesome. So cool. Alright, not too much speed either, which is good. How much room do we have here? Should we come back this way? I'm not worried about bleeding off speed, I'm just worried about altitude. Yeah, we'll see if we can make this. I don't really think we're going to, but we're going to try. I will do a go-around if I have to. I know I don't do go-arounds much, but if I have to, I will. Watch that speed there. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, look at the buildings with the red roofs down there. I don't know. It's going to be close. I really don't think. No, we're not going to make it. Decision time has been made. We're not going to make it. I think we'll just do a traffic pattern. Well, let's see. Let's see how we line up and see if we can just do a circle or a traffic pattern. Or should we go for it? Think we can go for it? No, our speed is way too high. Our altitude is fine, but our speed is way too high. Yeah, let's just make a circle right here, which you normally would not do. The way we did this approach would not be appropriate. Oh man, now the speed is okay, but nope. Alright, let's do a circle without losing any more altitude or lose sight of the runway. So let's just stay right above flap range. Stop descending, please. There we go. Make a nice soft circle. And first set flaps. Come out to this mountain. Do not descend, because we'll lose sight of the runway when we turn around here. Just stay within flap range. And I can't see the airport from here with my head. There it is. Right. Keep the altitude. Slow down a little bit. So we're going to nose up to slow down a little bit. Throttles back so we don't descend. And we should be seeing the runway any second. Where are you? Not having peripheral vision drives me crazy. Second set of flaps. And we should be in for an easy peasy landing. Oh, stay within flap range. We have flaps out. How do we get hot again? I think we had a draft over that little hill that threw me up a little bit. Alright, we're a little fast, so we're going to ride this out. We're going to round out now. Let ground effects take over. There's ground effect, and we'll ride this out. We have plenty of runway, so let's not come down in a hurry. And why are we a little bit crosswind, I guess? Oh. 2 bounces. Terrible, terrible. Brakes. Nope, we're tipping. No ground loop, please. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but this is insanely difficult. Okay. We saved the ground loop. Man, that was hard. That was a lot more difficult than it looks. So as I said, we have some runways coming up that need some precision landing, so we'll have to see how this works. Alrighty, we're doing legs 3, 4, and 5 in this longer than normal video, so here we go, leg 5. Alright, this should be a quickie. Let's repair and refuel and come down here, and I'll keep the zoom the same. Let's set up autopilot again. Let's go, I don't know what we're doing though, hang on. We are doing 109 degrees, which is over here, 115, 142, 206, and then 160 in close succession. So I think we're kind of going through this valley, actually. So let's keep our altitude relatively low. I don't think we need to worry too much about those mountains. Let's go 4,000 just in case we do have to climb. If we know for sure we don't have to climb, we'll come down to 2,700, but we're going to go 4,000 feet. Flight director, we're going to use heading bug, of course. And vertical speed is going to be Let's do 1,100 feet per minute because we can. There we go. All right. Let's see. You left us on the runway where we left off. I think that's enough room to take off. I don't think I need a back taxi. Well, maybe we will. A little bit. Okay, what are we doing? 109 degrees for 2 minutes. Well, that's pretty quick. Then 115. So let's go 100. Let's do 115 right off, and then we'll just do 109 on the compass. Then 115. There we go. So quick 2 minutes, then a quick 3 minutes. We will use a timer for these because what may happen is we lose track. Okay, so L'Aquila, after launching, set southeast heading, follow the river to the capital city of the province. I'll let you read that on your own. Abruzzo region. Okay, so we're going to the capital city, and then right after that we're going to turn and follow the river to a small village. So a city and a village, all within 5 minutes. Well, within 4 minutes. And then we'll keep reading. Okay, so let's not make this any longer than it needs to be. So let's hop out here. Actually, hang on. Which way do you want to go? Yeah, we want to remain this direction. So let's hop out here. Let's turn around. And back taxi just a little. Careful, careful, careful on those rudders. Good grief. Alright, cool. And one set of flaps down. Yep. Back taxi, then we'll look for a city and then a village. And then we'll read more in a moment here. Come on, you can do it. Let's go. Alright, that should be more than enough space. So let's turn around. And again, it is 2 minutes and then 3 minutes. Okay. Don't tip over, please. Come on. Do not tip over. Okay, here we go. Good grief, here we go. Okay. We'll use the GPS as a guide to see where we are on the runway. It works. Alright, cool. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. And pop up. Blunk. Brakes to stop the wheels. And flaps coming in. And we're going to hand fly out of here. Even though we're on runway head, we're going to have it cross the end of the runway. We're going to keep going with our turn. We're going to climb. Climb, climb. There we go. 109 for this one. We got to clear this hill out here. Alright, cool. So 2 minutes out, there's a city. And then we'll look for a village. Let's enjoy these sights as we climb. What are we set to? 950, trim for 950, that's fine. Alright, we want to get over this hill. There we go. And here's our city right in front of us. As expected. Perfect. Alright, let's keep climbing though. Because we do have some stuff in front of us. Hopefully we stay in this valley for this entire leg. But I can't guarantee it. More city views. I'm just trying to navigate around these hills here. And more city there. So once we get over the end of the city, then we'll start the timer. So it's going to be about 3 minutes out. Was it 2:45 it said? 2:45 to a small village. Let's see if we can find that. So let's engage autopilot now. There we go. We'll keep our climb. I'm pretty much already at 4,000 though. Did the climb on our own. Good looking city you are. There's the motorway, and then there should be a river too, I think it said. Yep. River and motorway are right between the two. Alrighty, 3 minutes out now. We'll look for a small village. And we'll see if we can find it. And then from there we'll decide if we need to climb, because I have a feeling we're going to have to no matter what. But let's say this altitude for right now. Well, it's time to look for a small village along the river. There is the river. Like literally right there. And there's a village up here somewhere. So there's a village here somewhere. Probably that right there, I'm guessing. So let's see what we got to talk about next here. And we're going to have to climb regardless. We just got to figure out how high we want to climb. So let's go up to 6,000 now. And vertical speed. 900 feet per minute should let us do that. Okay. There's a village. What is next after our small village? It is 114 degrees. Not much of a change, but 114. There we go. Then how many minutes? Just 1 minute. Continue on the same course and reach the hamlet of San Demetrio de Vestini. Alright, so that's 1 minute out. Make it like 1:30 because we're climbing. Then after that, we're going to turn 142 degrees for 3 minutes and fly to the southeast, just east of the path of the river, to the town of Torre degli Abruzzi. So we're going to fly along the river, just east of it. So we're going to stay on this side of the river for 3 minutes and look for a town. So there we go. In just a moment here, we're going to change 142 degrees for 3 minutes. I think I can remember 142 degrees for 3 minutes. Probably not. But we don't want to turn too soon because we'll run into the mountain. So let's just look around for a minute briefly while we can. I think our altitude climb is appropriate. It sure seems to be when we look ahead there. Look at that. What's that stuff? Very neat. Very nice. I love that we're below the train, though. I love flying in valleys below the train. It's super fun. Oh, look. My thing is messed up. There you go. Look at that little tiny pond. Oh, you park there, right? And then you walk out and you go swimming. Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to go there so badly. I don't know what it is, but I want to go. Somebody tell me what that is, and I want to go there. If I ever get to Italy, I'm going there. Alright, our thing is changing. So 142, did I remember? I did. 142 degrees. And, come on. 142, reset the timer. And we're only looking at 3 minutes, so I'll see you in just a moment here. Alright, our airport has been spotted, but we have a few stops in between, so it's about time. Wherever we were, 142 degrees, it's about time to look for the town. I didn't really see a town looking out. I mean, it could be that, I guess. I guess that's the only town out here. Let's use this view a second. And there's lots of towns. Villages. There's some big stuff out there, but that's a couple more minutes out yet, so it can't be that. Not sure. Also not sure why that hill isn't rendered in yet. Alrighty, what is next then? Oops. Stopwatch timer. Stop. There we go. Celano. Turn to the southwest, flying over a broad plain to the town of Celano, the location of which is marked by the intersection of a number of roads and a railroad. Okay, well, we're not going to turn yet because there's a big mountain in our way and I'm not going to climb anymore. So we'll wait till we clear the mountain. We'll go around the mountain and then we will turn to the southeast and land at Celano Airstrip. So it wants to go 206, which is right over the middle of this mountain and then back down to here. So we're just going to go around the mountain. It'll take us a little bit longer than 13 minutes because we're going to take a long way. But that's how we're going to do it. And then we're looking for an airstrip, which shouldn't be too bad, next to a town. I mean, we have it on the we have it on the GPS, right? Flamingo Papa, Foxtrot Papa, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's start heading around the mountain here, little by little, making a nice gradual curve around the mountain. And I guess I did render, and it just doesn't want to put trees. You can see in the satellite imagery all the trees. Only on one side, though. Interesting. The weather must keep trees from growing on that side. Because in the satellite imagery, they're only on one side. Very interesting. Anyway, let's go around the mountain, look for a town, and then land next to it. Alright, we're making more turns here towards our airport. Hopefully we see it as we round the corner here. I don't see it yet. In fact, it hasn't even rendered in yet. That is so weird. This leg has had issues rendering in. So, I think it's time, actually, that we hand fly this in now. Just because. It'd be more fun that way, too. Alrighty, how's it trimmed? It's trimmed up again. Alrighty, let's start descending as well as low as we can to remain safe. I think we've had enough sightseeing back there through this leg. Okay, here we go. Looking for an airport as it renders in. I think it's just a paved strip. Yep. Let's see. It was an 8, we'll land opposite 80 degrees, so 8 would be here, so opposite of that is 260 probably, right? So we'll be landing 260, so it should be about 26 or so will be the runway, I think. So let's go like that. Do we see it yet? Is that it? That's it. I think that's it. I think. Or is that too close to the mountain? I don't know. But we'll get there. We will get there, I promise, and this longer than normal video will come to an end. But that means you have to subscribe so you know when the next legs go live. And then if you hit like, other people will find them. That's how that works. Alright, throttle's back. And I think that's our runway, so we're going to aim for that. We're kind of high, we're kind of fast, but we should be okay. A lot of strategic approaches with all these mountain elements. Let's swerve around a little bit here, just so we can get down and then have time to bleed off speed. Here we go. This should work pretty swell. I could slip it, like I said, in the other leg, but I don't want to risk stressing the aircraft and having to redo the leg. So we're going to do it this way. Buy us some time. We'll get nice and low, and then we'll level off. And then we should bleed off speed like crazy. So we might get in trouble for buzzing traffic and buzzing the houses, but we gotta bleed off like 60 knots, 70 knots in a very short time here. So here we go. We're about to level off. And then we'll see if we can bleed off that speed. Get flaps out as soon as we can. Gears already down. Hopefully this works. We'll look out the window. We're not bleeding off any speed, are we? Let's look out the window, check out the train. There we go. Now we're bleeding off speed like crazy. Perfect. In fact, I have to put some more throttle back in a minute here. Alright, here we go. Nose up to slow down. And that'll also take away our descent, which is good for a set of flaps. And second set of flaps. There we go. Flip the throttle here just to keep us from hitting the ground. We'll ride this out until we land. For this one, we do want to touch down just on that very tip of the runway, so we have time to stop without nosediving. Don't know what's been happening with that. We also want to probably tease the stall horn on this one. And away we go. In fact, we're going to go full flap on this just because it's a shorter runway. And then we can hover just above 42 knots and touch down right at stall. Come on. Ooh, it's up a little hill. Ooh, that throws you off a little bit. That added a whole nother layer of challenge I wasn't expecting. See that? So now you gotta climb. Ooh, that wasn't cool. Not what I was expecting at all. So now we're too low. So now we're gonna stall on purpose just before the edge of this runway. Where are you? Stall anytime now. And we're gonna bounce good. Ooh, actually that wasn't too bad. Alrighty, here we go. Yoke all the way back. Brakes, slight rudder. And we did it somehow. There we go. Alright, 3 leg down on one video. So next will be leg 6, I think. That's I don't know. Subscribe so you know when it drops, and I'll see you then.